Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Tuesday Panic, the show for the unprepared youth worker like you and me sometimes, right? And so today I want to talk to you about 3 ways to get kids to speak out. It is one of my favorite ways to communicate with students, is not just by them being static and me doing all the talking, but rather to have conversations. Sometimes, I don't know if you've ever had this happen, but kids will just raise their hand. And I love when that happens because, man, if they raise their hand, they have a question, they have no inhibitions at all. They just want to ask a question right in the middle of the message, and I will address the question, which is great. It depends on what the question is. And sometimes it works out, and sometimes it doesn't. But I want to talk to you today how to get your kids to speak out when they're supposed to speak out, right? And it doesn't matter whether your group's large or small. And so hopefully these will work for you. These are some things I've tried in the past. One is just hot topics, right? Maybe it's a matter of just taking and finding news stories. You can go through this channel here, through my channel here, and through the Tuesday Panics, and you can find a bunch of stories here. So let's say one night you decide to take 5 stories, maybe that you found here or on the news or wherever you may find it, and take those and print off those news stories and just put them up on the wall there and say, guys, we're going to talk about one of these 5 things tonight. And you already have the lesson plan for each of those. So no matter which one they choose, you're going to be in good shape. But put them on the wall and say, look, go around and read each of the stories there that I have there. Maybe just the headlines. That'd be good. Just have the headlines there. They don't know the whole story, but put creative headlines up there or the actual headlines, and then let them kind of walk around. And then at one point say, which of these would you like to talk about tonight? Then let them go ahead and get up and from where they're at and go stand by their first choice. And if they're divided, that's okay too. If your group's larger, maybe you can have 2 discussions going on and they could break off to do that. Or maybe it's a matter of putting the topics up there and not maybe just the news stories, but maybe it's something about world issues. Maybe it's war. Maybe it's 5 subjects you find in the news and you put those topics up there, but you already have those preset. Sorry about that. That's the air conditioner coming on. But maybe you already have those preset where you already have a lesson on three lessons you want to do, but you don't really know which one to do. But let the students kind of decide the direction that you want to go with that. The second thing is having open mic night. Now this is look. If you're tired of just the status quo and you want to be dangerous, here's how to be dangerous. Open mic night. And I love doing it. Usually for us, we are Pentecostal in nature, so we enjoy kind of the free-flowing aspect of the service. So just last week, it was time and the band was finishing up, and I got up there to pray, and I just said, look guys, I really feel like there's some testimonies in this room. We had prayed for various things, and there's things that you guys really want to share and pour out, and I can't tell you how many students got up there and just poured their heart out. One young lady just broke up with her boyfriend that she had been going out with for a year and confessed that she had not been focused on the Lord very much, but focused on Him. We had several people dealing with insecurities. We had several people who just wanted to bring an encouraging word to the rest of the students. Third and final way to kind of get the ball rolling is maybe you don't have a lot of talkers. Maybe you have artists in your group, and maybe it's a matter of choosing a topic and things like that. I have one story that I did called Trash to Treasure, and and I'll put a link to that right here if you want to check that out. But basically using artwork, whether it's let them draw it, let them paint it, let them write it, let them sculpt it, find a different way for them, for an outlet to do it. And if you don't have that many kids, then work on that project together and let them talk about it as a group and create that project or whatever it is you want to work on together. And then that's their voice. That's the way they were able to share through their artistic works, whether it's the painting, drawing, or writing, or any of those things, through a poem or have poetry slam or whatever it is you want to do. But those are the 3 things today that if you're looking for a challenge to get kids to speak out in your youth ministry, try one of those 3 ways, and I'd love to hear about how it worked out for you. And if you have other ways, by the way, if you have other ways for students to be able to communicate, leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say about the subject, some things that you have used that have worked for you. And if you like this video, by the way, hit that thumbs up button. That lets me know that you like the video, and I'll make more of them. And then, of course, if you are brand spanking new, thank you for watching today. Hit that subscribe button right here, and that will get videos like this in your inbox. So thank you so much for today. Thank you for joining me and hanging out with me today. I will see you next time. Have a fantastic week and a great youth meeting this week.